Hi everybody, Canuck here, and welcome to a very long overdue course design 201 tutorial. Now today's topic doesn't actually really involve anything in the designer, so I'm not actually going to be building anything today. So if you're strictly interested in those kind of tutorials, you might want to skip this one. But I do want to answer a question that gets it's commonly asked to me and other popular designers is, how do people play my course? Okay. You put so much time into these courses. Another big question that gets asked to me is, how long does it take to build a really good course? So, I mean, that's a tough question for me to answer because it really depends on, obviously, speed of what you're using, PC versus console. There's a huge difference there. PC is much faster. And your familiarity with the tools, okay, and how much detail you're going to put in. So I would say probably on the low end, a really good golf course, maybe 20 hours. And on the high end, some people put 200, 300, 400 hours. Okay, my courses, like a course like this, probably took me, I would say, about 40 hours. So it is an investment. Okay, you can't, believe me, if you think you can build a course in 2 hours, publish it, and in a few weeks it's going to get 2,000 plays, you're living in a dreamland. Okay, there are hundreds of thousands of courses in this game. Well, there's over 100,000, I should say. It's a big haystack. How do you get your little piece of hay to stand out? How's that for an analogy? Not great, but whatever. So today we're going to talk about how to get your course out there. Okay, so we're going to start talking about locations to sell your course, okay? Because, yeah, you can just publish it in game, but most likely, I mean, courses are getting published every 2 minutes in this game. So once it gets published, it's going to go into the haystack and disappear forever. So you got to get a lasting impression. You got to do more than just publish the course, okay? You got to get it out there onto the internet. So there's 3 places I want to talk about where you can get your course noticed. Okay, so let's show these 3 places. Number 1 is tgctours.com, the forum section. So tgctours.com is a third-party tournament site. If you're not familiar with it, I highly recommend jumping in. It's an awesome community. We have really competitive, great tournaments for all skill levels. We have a great designer section. There's designer contests. Just a lot of great feedback is given and received. So it's a really great site. I've been doing it for 5 years. I've been here since the beginning, and it's an amazing community. So anyway, this is the first place. You're going to want to jump all the way down into the designer section. And there's a whole bunch of things, tips and tricks, all this. You can put your works in progress here and your completed courses. This is where you're going to post your course. Okay, there's a similar one over on the HB Studios forum, completed course section here. Now, in my opinion, unfortunately, this forum is not as active as HB or as TGC Tours, but still a good place to post your stuff. And the third good one is Reddit. Maybe not as popular as the other 2, but Reddit is becoming more popular with this game as more people jump into it, especially on Xbox with games with gold. Okay, so those are the 3 things you want to, or 3 places you probably want to look at when you're done your course and you want to sell it. Okay, so we're going to talk forum posts here. So how do we sell our course? I'm going to show you a bad example and a good example. Now, I'm sorry if this bad example person is watching this, but I found this on the HB forums. So here's one. He just wrote, Norwegian courses. I have published 2 Norwegian courses using LiDAR data. LiDAR, that's a different thing. We'll if you're not familiar with that, that's using real life data, but I'm not getting into that. I don't design with LiDAR. So that tells me nothing. I don't have any pictures. Nothing's getting me excited, okay? Especially when there's so many courses in the game. When I just see the names, big deal. That doesn't tell me anything, okay? And actually, a response, nice course, to get a few plays, post some pictures, okay? It's even set right there. So this is an example of not a good one, okay? Here is an example of an excellent way to sell your course. So this is over on TGC Tours. This is by Victory Lane Sports, who is a very accomplished designer, very popular in the community. And he's gone all out with selling his course, and this course was in the Major Championship Design Challenge, which I believe he did very well on. So it's called the Mantis. He has a little backstory, okay? You know, he's got some really nice pictures here, overviews. He's cut the scorecards out. I mean, some of this stuff, I'm not sure even how he did it, but it looks great. Like, you look at this, there's flyovers, everything, okay? This is like this is an extreme example of how to really sell your course. This is awesome, okay? So, you know, find something in the middle, obviously way better than this. You know, maybe it doesn't have to be as detailed as this one. But this is a good way of really selling your course. I mean, you roll through this, you see some really nice pictures, you get some information on all the holes. It makes me want to play this course a lot more than one sentence. Because really, people are going to look at it, and the time you put into your forum post reflects the time you put into your actual course. If you only have time to put one sentence in to sell 2 courses, okay, you really doesn't look like you care too much about your courses. But if you put in an effort like this course is your baby and you want to sell it. Okay, so how do we get to start? We're just going to talk about basics, taking pictures. Okay, I don't do these flyover things like this. This is a cool thing, but I don't think you have to go into that much detail. But you can, and it is really cool when it pays off, or it does pay off for sure. So let's talk about pictures. So we're going to go jump back into the designer, and we're going to look at one of my courses. This course is for a course design contest on Tgc Tours for the Challenge Circuit Design Contest. And the publish window starts tomorrow. So I'm actually going to be releasing a brand new course tomorrow, July 1st. It just says Course Design 201 because I haven't revealed the name yet. But you should hopefully, if I've marketed it right, hopefully you guys will be able to play it and know about it in the next little bit. So, what I want to do is I want to take pictures. Now, I am on PC. Okay? If you are on PS4 and Xbox, I don't have great news for you in this department. It is a bit annoying to take pictures, and there's screenshot functions, share functions, there's a way to save pictures, okay? But it's clunky, okay? It's not great. So unfortunately, you're at a disadvantage if you're on console. If you're on PC, you're golden. It's a really easy way to take pictures. So this is just PC. I'm showing you how to do this. So let's say I want to take a picture of this 18th hole, but I have all this UI stuff in the way. So in order to get rid of that, I'm going to hit, there we go. I think you hit F11, F9. F11 and F9 will get rid of everything, okay? And then you can basically scroll through, you can pan through your entire course and take pictures wherever you want. So I think for Steam, the default key is F4 to take a screenshot, okay? And you can also fiddle a little bit in the camera settings. You can fiddle a little bit with the field of view and stuff like that. So I don't know really what a lot of the other things do, but field of view is a nice thing to fiddle around with. So once you get rid of all that, then you can take a picture, and it's great. I recommend taking a few real good pictures, and maybe, you know, if you want to edit them in a Photoshop, maybe edit the color, just make them stick out a little bit more. Also a good idea. Okay, so once you've taken some pictures, okay, again, maybe writing, you know, you can make a little fictional backstory. Again, it's just a little bit adds to that immersion, okay? Again, the more work you put into this, the more work it looks like you probably put into your course, okay? And it will get noticed more, okay? So you got to put in that work, okay? So other things I recommend that you could do is, you know, you could look at making a logo. This is a neat logo that he did. You know, some people have Photoshop skills. I have no Photoshop skills. Sometimes I just find pictures off the internet and add some text, okay? Kind of an easy way of doing it. I like to use Adobe Spark, okay? And I have no Photoshop skills whatsoever, but like I've been able to make something like this, for example, okay, to promote this is one of my more previous courses, Fabled Haven. So, I mean, nice, kind of nice there, and I picked a good angle, good lighting, and hopefully that attracted some attention. Okay, So taking pictures is the first thing. You can upload them with, something like Imgur or Post Image, and then put them onto your form post. So once you have all that done and you've created a nice little thread or form post, okay, hopefully that is going to get noticed. If you are having trouble with pictures, you're not sure how to take pictures, there's an excellent resource who will come in and hopefully help you take some pictures. He's on both the Tgc Tours forums and the HB forums. He goes by Karma for You. So if you see him, or even just send him a message and ask him maybe if he wouldn't mind to take a couple pictures. He's been doing it for years, and he is one of the most, I think, important forum members out there, because he does an awesome job with that. Takes pictures for people when they can't. He definitely helped me when I first started designing on console. So someone you might want to reach out to for sure, if he doesn't find it and take pictures for you already, which he's also awesome at doing that. So anyway, your course is out there. You've published it. Maybe you've got a nice little post like this. Okay. Step 2, I would say, is go on to Twitch. We have a small but very dedicated group of streamers, including me. Victory Lane Sports does it too. We have tons of guys out there. So, I mean, today, I'm just looking. We got a few people out there, some people designing. But, jump in streams, watch them a bit. If they're looking for courses to play, throw your course out there. Okay? Don't overdo it. Okay? Don't post everywhere. Play my course, play my course, play my course, play my course. The more I see that, the less I want to. Don't force it. Don't look desperate. Okay? Third is, hopefully in the posts, you ask for some constructive feedback, and don't take it personally. Okay? Most designers are trying to help. Okay? Hopefully they're not just going to say this course sucks. That's not constructive feedback. But take that constructive feedback and use it for future designs. Don't take that feedback, tweak your course again, and re-release it. We don't want to see 8 versions of your slightly better course. Okay? Just try again. Okay? And don't expect you're going to get 2, 3, 4, 500 plays on your very first course. You'll be lucky maybe to get 8 on your first one, to be honest. My first probably 10 courses maybe have a combined 100 plays. Okay? It takes time to build a following. Okay? But once you really break through and that first course shows up and comes out, then you start getting noticed. You start building a little bit of a reputation. And again, that will take some time. Okay? Also, take a look at some contests. So contests are a good way to get started. Over on Tgc Tours, we kind of run 4 main design contests throughout the year. This one I would particularly look into, the Rookie Design Challenge. Now, this usually runs in the fall. Yeah, so September 1st through October 15th. Registration is going to open on August 1st. Okay. These design contests on Tgc Tours are extremely popular. So if you are not on the forum right away, there's a good chance you're not going to get in. Okay. So, but that is a good way and a great way to get some feedback as well. And then my 4th piece of advice would just be keep trying. Take everything you've learned, go build another course. Okay, I know it's hard to say, like, oh, I spent so long on this course and it's only getting like a few plays. Blah, blah, blah. Again, hopefully you're in it for the enjoyment of the designer, not for how many plays it gets. Because like I said, you're going to be very, very disappointed if you're expecting thousands of plays on your very first course, because it's not going to happen. Yeah, I can count on one hand the number of designers who said it was their first course and it blew everyone away. Doesn't happen very often. Okay, so just keep working at it, own your craft, okay? But really, if you want to sell your course, okay, take some pictures, okay? Participate in streams, get your name out there, okay? If you're just someone that shows up and just says, play my course, most likely you're not going to get a lot of plays. So hopefully, I mean, that information was kind of jumbled and was just a lot of me talking. But hopefully this helps you guys out with some ideas of how to sell your course and get some plays. But again, I can't stress this enough. Design for enjoyment. Okay? It's great to get plays, but design for the fun of it. Okay? So we'll be back hopefully. I'll probably do a couple more of these tutorials this summer where we'll actually be in building. But that's it for this one. Hopefully you guys picked up a couple things here, and I look forward to seeing your courses on the TGC Tours or HB forums or Reddit very soon. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next tutorial.